Pisces, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for the month of May. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. I hope you all are enjoying your weekends, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in today. Let's get started. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to pull a few oracle messages, and then we're going to get into your tarot spread and clarify. We're going to go deep, so settle in. Let's go for a ride. In tarot land, ooh, you've got some new possibilities that are very fiery coming in, and there's an energy exchange going on. It feels like it's going to really give you a boost, Pisces. If you feel like you've been going through a difficult time mentally in a situation, there are new possibilities for you opening up to either rectify the situation or to move forward on a new path, because we have the card of possibility. And look at all this fire. Number 34, this is Samhain. So there is a strong, and there's an offering almost. There's hands that are full of fire. So there's an opportunity to maybe someone's bubble's getting burst. It feels like you could be dealing with a fire sign. We've got like fire and ice vibes here, Pisces. So you may be trying to balance out a situation. We have the card of mental health and possibility. Whenever I see this card, it is a purification of the air, and snow, what does it do? It brings peace. So if you've had, we'll say, a fiery experience with somebody, and that could be good fire, it could be troublesome fire. We'll just put it that way. It could be either or, it feels like. There's some level of acceptance, the two of you. I feel like it's almost like a dropping down of walls where there might have been some resistance going on here. Very interesting. We have the Does of Peace. So you could also be working on calming down after a intense time in your life where there might have been a lot of chaos, just a lot of things happening. And now you're trying to settle into a new energy and exchange deeper forces. I'm getting like deeper cosmic forces at play in your life. And it set you on this new path where maybe you were going about things from a very self-directed, passionate self-determination. And Spirit is saying you need to bring a little bit more balance. This is also could be, I'm getting for some of you, new possibilities in your career, but not having to be so headstrong, taking your time, being more methodical. Because when we can burn the candle at both ends with whatever we're trying to create in our worlds, whether that's, whatever you're building. I'm seeing the Temperance card. There needs to be a little bit more balance, Pisces. And it does feel like a fire. I don't know why I'm getting such a fire and ice vibe here. Some of you could have been angry about something around someone. We have 2 7s. We have 34 breaking down into 7 for possibility, 16 breaking down to 7, and then 4. So there's some sort of spiritual lesson that you've had to learn recently in your exchange of energy with someone. It's like a cooling down after a heated time. And now it's like time to almost bring more peace to the situation. It's almost like maybe you're finding better solutions in the month of May around a fire and ice type of vibe with somebody. It feels like somebody you're dealing with. Could have strong fire placements, this person. They They maybe get under your skin in a good way or a bad way. I don't know. Let's see. Pisces, this is interesting to me. Yeah, maybe in a bad way. We have the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Swords coming out first off here. So this indicates to me that you're trying to find healthy solutions, and you're not, and I think you maybe have been lamenting how to resolve a problem. This could be anybody in your life where you're literally like, how do I resolve this problem that I'm faced with? Okay, let's keep going. That's where this is the energy that's trailing you coming in. And I think you could feel like you just need to put a little distance between you and this problem so you can figure things out and approach it in a more calm manner. 3 of Wands. There's a lot of growth, though, that this situation has brought into your life. It doesn't feel like something recent or brand new. Opportunity. 10 of Cups. This could be a family dynamic. It could involve a member of your family. But there's a lot of happiness this month overall. It could be good times with family. Maybe you've been stressing about some family members. For some of you, where you have fiery connections in your family and icy connections. Maybe you're trying to be the peacekeeper. For some of you, you're trying to bring people together. I'm getting a real kumbaya vibe here off of acceptance. And 4 is our structures. It's the pillars of our life. It's not only how we approach our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, all of our routines, all of our habits, all of our behaviors. It's who's around us and are they really supporting us? I feel like you may have like interfered in a situation. Some of you even, it could not even be your family. It could have been another situation in someone you know's family. And you're like, okay. It really is like melting someone's fire too. Interesting. Getting all kinds of messages from your reading today. 7 of Swords in the challenge. Yeah. There's definitely a need. No wonder you're in your head a lot, trying to find solutions, because I'm getting less deception from this challenge in the 7 of Swords and more just strategic thinking. Like, I got to be careful what I decide to do about this, or I got to be careful with what I share. There's something that's really, this is an interesting one. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. This could be a heavily karmic situation that you're dealing with. We have the 7 of Pentacles. I want to get a little more, just to kind of get some feedback on where you're heading here. You could actually, some of you are, 7 of Pentacles is oftentimes options. It's options that you're overthinking. And this is what you're going to invest in and not really knowing. It's like you want all the answers that will be forthcoming, but you want them now so you can make the decision whether it's good or bad. Yeah, you're like, maybe for some of you, is this going to be a too hot to handle? Or is this going to be a dud? I don't know. Some of you might be trying to decide. If you're approaching this reading from the perspective of, I'm trying to date Jenna and I need some advice, then you're stressed out about whether to move forward with one particular person. They could have a very confusing way of expressing or not expressing their emotions. And you're like, is it going to be worth it for me to go in this direction? If you're not approaching this reading from the perspective of dating advice and it's a family situation or a work situation, you're really after what's going to make you feel happy this month. And you're willing to be patient with figuring that out. And I would say, just from what I'm getting in this reading, whatever you're trying to decide this month, because there is a decision, and whatever you're going to put your energy toward, however small, with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, you want to trust it. So give yourself enough time to evaluate, right? It's okay. Take your time. And maybe that's the biggest thing that, you haven't done in the past with certain things. You just jumped all in. So there's some sort of energy exchange. And I think that you just need to maybe not go too fast and charge forward, be in that middle ground, especially with that Temperance I saw at the start. All right. I want to get a consciousness card real quick. Sacral chakra. Ooh, some of you, this is, I'll go there. I'll give it to you, Pisces. I'm in a good mood today. I'm always in a good mood, but I'm in an especially good mood today. This could be a new sexual partner. And you're like, I don't know. Should I do this? Should I consider it like this? You're overthinking something. It's an option. It's investment here of your time, energy, and resources. And you're a little nervous because you're not sure if maybe even if this person has the emotional depth you're looking for, will this make me happy? And you're really going to spirit with this. I don't know. Hot, cold. Some of you, it's a hot, cold situation because this is literally, look at it. Look at the landscapes. This is red hot, like fire hot. And this is, talk about contrast. Do you have a hot situation and a cold situation? You have multiple things going on? What's going on? All right. Sacral chakra. Let's read this. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. And if this has nothing to do with a person and more so your career, I think you're really taking stock in the month of May, trying to make some critical decisions, maybe even because it's going to impact other people in your life. If you have a family, you're thinking about, okay, if I go back to school, or if I put time into this, is it going to be worth it? Because there's something around manifesting success and abundance. For some of you, it's emotional abundance, and some of you, it's a career. All right. I got several groups tuning in today. We'll try to address everybody who is curious on the path. 5 of Cups. Releasing some upset feelings I'm getting here. And it could be from a dating or a new love situation, Knight of Cups. That's often my early stages of a relationship, budding, card. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. You want to open your heart to this person, but they've disappointed you already. Maybe there's one problem that you could bring the whole house down, right? I don't know why I'm getting that. This one thing right? It'd be a deck of cards falling, or a house of cards, sorry. Deck of cards, house of cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go into this 3 of Wands. Yeah, wow. Okay, wow. I think there's a thing. You need to be patient with this situation, because I feel like you want to open to this. It's exciting you. It's drawing you out, right? It's drawing out this like desire. And your heart is starting to open. But I think you're hesitant here. This is because you have pain. Some of you are trying to decide whether you should open up to dating at all, because you got burned the last time. Yeah, from fire to ice. Interesting. And then, am I ready? Am I ready to exchange energy and open up again? And this could be, it doesn't have to be dating. It could be just wanting new friends in your life, wanting to open up to new people, and hoping that the energies match. And the biggest thing that will indicate whether the energies match or not is, does it feel like it's flowing? Are you getting caught up in your head about it? And if you are, can you talk to this person? And does it feel calm and safe when you do talk about your worries or your fears or anxieties? Or do you feel like you can't express them because it won't feel safe? I mean, the best people in your life are the people that can hold you in a really safe, nurturing space, whether it's a friend or a potential lover, all right? Or a current lover. Some of you have a relatively new situation, it looks like, maybe up to 3 months new, and you're already worried that this could hurt you if you really go down this road. You're worried. You may be worried that this might not lead to a long-term thing. And it's just like one of those, like, well, do they have other options? Am I the only one? Do they like me? That kind of, you're not sure. And that's the thing. I mean, life is full of risk. Life is full of risk, isn't it? But just like the lottery, you can't win if you don't play, right? Wow. Well, so this road to happiness that you've been on has definitely been challenging. A lot of ups and downs for you overall. You're after the 10 of Cups, right? It's a beautiful place to be in, right? Happy family, happy life, happy friendship circle. If you don't have, an immediate family, like, a nuclear family, whatever, like if you aren't married with kids. This is just feeling good about your path, like you're on the right path. And you're saying, you know what, Jenna, it's been a little challenging for me. 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. I mean, 5 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. It's almost like, and it's something around the opportunities coming in that have been difficult for you, or the communication for some of you. So you might have had some hiccups or some communication snafus with somebody, and it's made things difficult. And you're trying to find, like I said, the biggest thing I was getting coming into this was healthy solutions, and needing to give yourself a little time because you're working through some pain this month. I almost get this overwhelmed feeling from you, Pisces, about a situation that you're involved in that you're ready to drop. Once we get to the 10 of Wands, we're like, okay, time to drop this. And it could be, you could have multiple connections that we're talking about here, where you have one that's challenging you this month. You could feel like there could even be competition at work, a little bit of backbiting, a little bit of gossiping. Sometimes it's what I get with these two cards together. 5 of Wands, group setting, communication, right? Power struggles. I would just stay away from any fray when it comes to a group mentality, all right? If it's a friendship circle or a family or a work environment, it's like, do your own thing. Don't. Because there's something about getting burned and things turning icy. So I would just be careful sticking your hands in some sort of briar patch, and you're already intuitively feeling like you may even be worried about addressing a problem with somebody and having a conversation this month because you're stressed about something with this person. It could be one person. And you're like, oh, I don't know how are they going to react if I bring this up. Maybe you find out something, or you're worried that something's going on and you want to address it, but you're worried that they might not react in a positive way. Am I going to get an angry, reaction, or a cold reaction? Gosh, it's almost like you're really not sure. Pisces, what's going on with you? You're definitely being challenged by some sort of like situation. It feels like it's more than one person involved in this. Maybe you're going to friends for advice and you're not sure what to do. Sometimes 7 of Cups too with the 9 of Swords, it's like multiple opinions. And you're like, get quiet, go inward, because you feel like your energy feels confused about what to do. Whenever I get confused about anything on my path, I just pull away from things and I talk to my spirit guides. I pull cards for myself. I watch some tarot, and I pray for clarity. I want to find out what's going on here with the 7 of Swords, because I think we're going to find out for you, though. Let's find out. You want to open your heart. I think that you're worried. We have the Emperor here. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, and some instability. 8 of Swords. Yeah. There's somebody in your life that you have called in. So now I'm getting more, some of you, this is a relationship or a situationship or a friendship. You're dealing with your personal power here. And speaking up for yourself, Pisces. Feeling a little bit confined, because we go from the 7 to the 8 of Swords, and then we have the 9 of Swords crossing. So it's like, this is definitely something that's really, it's like heavily on your mind in the month of May, and you want to resolve it. It's almost like a situation that the longer time goes on, if it gets unaddressed, it's like becoming more of a burden. Sorry, and my nose is itching big time right now. So it's you've got this heavily in your mind, and this person has it heavily on their mind. You're trying to bring stability into a situation that has been very challenging, and it has to do with the communication. So your challenge too is, like I said, when you're being challenged by the communication with someone, it's important for you to pull back and just find calmness inside. It's like there's something around you gaining wisdom on your path and being careful with hot and cold situations. Because it's creating so much distrust when that happens, when a situation's high and low, too many highs, too many lows, it's not balanced. Oh my goodness. Someone is really thinking about you heavily right now. If you're in no contact with somebody and you thought it was going to move forward and something broke down and there was a challenging situation that occurred, you're trying to bring things back together. This could be a family member too. Someone that sits in their ego quite a bit and makes things more difficult. Let me get, because sometimes the Emperor can be, especially in the challenging position with the 7 of Swords, it's someone who you can't trust that they're going to do the right thing or listen. Yeah, it feels like you're having a hard time with somebody in your life in the month of May, and it's really showing up in the cards here. But ooh, do I see a turnaround? Do I see a turnaround? Wow. Some of you, this is about your leadership and about a challenging work position that you're in. Remember I was talking about burnout in the beginning? It's like you're trying to find happiness. You could feel like there's a lot of competition at work. You've been stressed about this. I think you're working really hard and putting a lot of time into things that inspire you. Creative. I think you're coming up with some really creative solutions, almost like outlets, healthy outlets to get your mind off of something. Why do I feel like it's something that you just need to slowly walk away from? Just tiptoe quietly out the room while no one's watching, Pisces. There's a lot of happiness coming in. And it's like, don't focus on things that are hurting you. Focus on things that can really, that, like I said, energy doesn't lie. So if you're feeling the heebie-jeebies around anybody, if it's a dating situation or a friend or a family member, this is the time, especially in this karmic year, where your peace matters. Pull away from anything that you feel like, you know what, The Eight of Pentacles is my card of really taking great strides in the things that you're building in your life, the things that are stable for you, things that nurture you. And you have a lot of that. Like, this is basically, Pisces, you got a lot going for you. Don't put up with any shenanigans from somebody who's going to put you up in your head and treat you like an option. And furthermore, if you can't even communicate with this person and feel like it's safe to open up your heart and it's causing pain and there's been delays with moving forward, I think you're going to say, you know what, I've given this due time, due course, and maybe I need to really think about whether I want to continue to put energy towards this. It could be a career path. It could be a job that you're just like, I thought I wanted to be here. One time I've been self-employed forever, and I just miss being around like a spa setting because I used to do body work all the time, not anymore. And I thought, oh, for a summer, I'll just go work at a spa. Oh my God. I mean, they were great people, lovely, but I'm like, I don't want to work with all these people. And I was like, so you may have gone towards something, you're like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then you start to get more involved in it, more invested in it, whatever it is. And then you're like, oh God, how do I get out of this? It feels like that kind of situation. How do I get out of this? And maybe you kind of overcommitted to something and now it has brought you joy. I feel like you're pivoting to something and you're being challenged right now to stabilize and make choices that make you happy. I want to go into this Ace of Pentacles. This is a smooth reading though. Oh, you have a Tower. You have a new beginning. Yeah. You are letting go of something. I feel like it's hard because you may have had high hopes for a new relationship in your life. It's hard. It's almost like so hard to bring the happy here. I don't know why. But you're distancing yourself from someone this month and it's like, make yourself happy. It's like you got something going on in your work life that's making you very happy. Because Eight of Pentacles is I'm a hard worker. I'm industrious. It's bringing me a lot of satisfaction, and if some of you are pivoting from a work situation, like I said, a job that you're like, no, walking away from that. And you're going towards something that is inspiring you. That's really like, this is where I'm meant to be. This is who I'm meant to talk to. Like something is steering you onto a new path and it's exchanging energy with you, whatever this new path is. And it's like, it's almost like, it feels like divine intervention, really, Pisces, this month, where you've been trying to go down a certain path and there's been detours or roadblocks and Spirit's like, no. And you've got enough data now to indicate you probably shouldn't push it any further. In fact, you should turn around and go down a different path. And I think that's what you're going to do. I think you might actually surprise somebody who thinks, I feel like this person that you're dealing with, I do see you're showing up in the Queen of Wands and there is an Emperor here. I feel like because the trust has been compromised, you're looking, I think it's hard. It's sad because I think you're having an awakening this month that it's time for a new beginning and that you have a lot to offer someone. You do. And if you've got somebody who's making you feel like it's not going to be balanced for you or give you the happiness that you want, some of this is someone you've been with for a while, right? Someone that you've been in a relationship with because time has passed. Either time has already passed or you feel like I need to just put time into my own happiness and just pull away from this situation and decide when I'm ready to. Some of you are realizing you just at least need to process the things that have been going on. And it's going to put you on a new path, actually, like without you even realizing it. Well, I mean, you will now because you're watching this. But when it comes to anything you really heavily invest in, it's got to be worth it. And I think you're looking at it and you're like, you're putting a lot of meaningful work into yourself and into your life and creating stability. So don't let anyone undermine that. There's somebody undermining that. It's like when energy comes towards you and it's fire and ice, and then you're like almost being pulled by their energy, which is chaotic. So be careful with letting someone else's energy pull you out of your own energy. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing, because a lot of times when you're really susceptible to the energy of other people, make sure you find people that feel like your kind, your tribe. Because especially when it comes to your close relationships, which you're talking about, this is a close relationship. Ten of Cups is my relationship, like my love tribe type of card. So Pisces, I think there's someone you're like kicking out of the love tribe. All right. You don't belong in my love tribe circle. This is actually polluting my love tribe vibes. So, and I think you're like, you know what? I'm going to go on a new path, and maybe I don't have to have all the answers. Maybe I don't need to figure it out. All I know is that this situation I need to pull back from, find my happy again, and not let this person affect me so much. Because whatever this is, it's definitely like, I think you're going to surprise this person by your actions this month around this, because they may feel like they have some sort of control or power over you. And I think you're actually going to go on a new path and choose happiness for you. It's like from a fiery situation to you turning to ice and saying, you know what, I'm going to exchange energy over here because it feels so damn good to be with people that are a part of my love tribe vibe. I like that. Love tribe vibes. But Pisces, even though some of this feels heavy, you're taking a light approach to it this month. And that's what I like. I mean, you're showing up in a fiery energy. You're like, fine. You don't want to exchange energy with me, or you want to be hot and cold? You know what? I got options. And I don't need this anxiety and stress in my life. That's what it feels like. You are so self-determined here, and self-directed around what's going to be worth your time and energy. And you're all about happiness and fulfillment and going towards a new inspired direction. You're being put on a new path, and I think you're going to have a little upset feelings for a little while. This happens sometimes when we feel like somebody burns us, and then we kind of like wall up and like, it's kind of our defense mechanisms. But you're going to drop your wall again. I feel like you got to tend to some pain in your heart space, and your heart will have more stories to tell in the future. But this situation, especially with this Ten of Wands, I feel like it may be marked by something long-term in your life, but it feels like something where you're like, it's not going to be worth it. Not worth it. That's what it feels like to me. But let me get some advice for you. This one has, I don't know why, there's an ease to it. It's almost like, while it is affecting you a lot coming into this month, I think you're going to be surprised by month's end how easily you have a handle on it. Yeah, you're all about stability. You're building things in your life right now, new foundations, new connections. And I think it's all about you taking care of your mind, body, and spirit, right? And you don't want anyone to throw you off your game. It's like you got a plan. And someone's like, you try to kind of fit somebody into that plan, and it's not going according to plan. I feel like you're cutting your losses with somebody, and you're pulling back from it. They're not going to be happy that you're going, as I'm hearing Fleetwood Mac, go your own way. Yeah. All right, let's get some advice. This was an interesting one. Definitely a relational type of dynamic for the month that's being highlighted here. But overall, as hard as it is, you got a lot of new opportunities coming. You're almost like, okay, that was an option. No more. I got a lot more options. Just because something doesn't work out, please don't let it deflate you, discourage you from the happiness that you seek, the happiness that's rightfully yours, the inspiration. A lot of you have a lot of inspiring ideas you are inspiring this month. You're in a highly attractive energy, Pisces, during the month of May. All right, the sun's shining on you. You're putting energy towards things that make you happy. It's like, I see this future energy as very positive. I feel like you're going from like almost like a fiery, angry polarity to like cool, calm, collected as the month progresses, where you really are looking, you're taking stock. Everybody's taking stock in May and like, is this a connection that's worth it for me? Is this job worth it for me? Is this opportunity what I want? Because you are creating new opportunities here. There's some that you're like, It could be work opportunities, different people you're collaborating with, because there's competition here. There is something coming in for you with this ace and this page, something that you've been behind the scenes working on, something in the works that you're really throwing yourself into. So whatever surprises you have this month, especially around an energy that tends to overpower you or you get up in your head about, okay? No words are needed. Just, that's what I feel like you're going to do. Just silencio. All right. I don't even speak Spanish, but you may be feeling that way or telling your friends that's what I'm doing. There you are. Strong and independent. Yeah. You're waiting for the wheel to turn. I love it when these two come out because you are empowered. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to let that get me down. Right? They're an idiot. Right? Fine. I feel like you're kind of surrendering, waving the white flag with some beef you've had. Doesn't have to be a dating situation, but at the end of the day, you're all about being large and in charge, Pisces, this month. And it's all about, your coins, your success, your triumphs, you standing, it's not this deck, it's another one, but this is her standing in her bitchin' garden knowing that she's got everything she needs. She's wearing nice robes. She's got the finer things in life. I love this card personally because it's about being independent, having agency over oneself, not letting anything get you down because life is a journey and you just keep rolling, right? You just keep rolling with the energy. You dust yourself off when you get a little bruised or burned and you keep going because you know that you can trust in the universe with the Wheel of Fortune to bring you what is meant for you, that's good for you. All right? I feel like you got a positive attitude even when you're dealing with a-holes. All right. Pisces. Yeah. You're disappointed. Someone has definitely, I don't think it's a will definitely. I think someone has disappointed you. But you're like, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. This is dampened spirits. But Spirit's saying, just wait. Some things just don't fit right for your life. Or they're not, don't get trapped in something because this is a situation that you could get trapped in that you can't trust, okay? Especially with that moon here. They're like, be careful the people you invest in. Is it you have the good vibes? What did I tell you earlier? Does it make you feel like, good? Or does it make you feel worried, anxious? This is also the helping hand out from the clouds, from the cosmos, because you have a new opportunity coming in. So walk away from things that are so-so, because don't you want the best for yourself? Okay? You want the best for yourself. And I think that that's what you're standing in the month of May. You're going to realize that you deserve the very best. Okay? Let's get a final. I say K a lot, but I'm like, you can do this, Pisces, all right? You deserve to have matched frequencies in your life that support you, that don't confuse you and make you feel like you're stuck. Yeah, because, this is the card of mental health and new possibilities here and accepting. So all of those words here have a lot of meaning around, don't let someone, because I've had this experience too where I'm trying to make even a friendship work and it's stressing me out and it's affecting my mental health, like really bothering me. Why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? Why? And sometimes there is no answer to why. The answer is just pull away. I'm getting a ring in my ear. Because there's other possibilities for you that will match your frequency better. And that the hardest thing that we have to do in life is accept the way people are. And that, oh God, how many times do we have to learn that lesson? So, like I said, cut your losses. I know it's disappointing and I know it hurts, but you're being put and rerouted on a better path for you. Okay? Speak your truth. Remember I was talking about that conversation you're worried about having? This could even be an unhealthy friendship where you're just vibing out of it. You're vibing out of, the whole connection. And then foresight and careful planning. Interesting how we have, look at how the colors are even similar. This is about your personal empowerment, your solar plexus. Even though we talked about the sacral chakra, I feel like you're moving up from your own personal desires of abundance and moving up into how are you going to actualize that with your personal power, especially too we have with the sun here. Well, we have the sun and the moon. Talk about a contrast. You're trying to bring more balance into your life overall, Pisces, in the month of May in all things. So keep trying to cultivate that. We curate our own lives. It's up to us. No matter where you are in the world or how old you are the creator of your own reality. So you're looking at your life as a whole in May and you're like, I'm going to make some pretty big changes, the tower, and I'm going to have to walk away from a few things. And it's going to create new opportunities for you that are going to be better investments for you in the long run. I'm getting to speak your truth. I feel like you already have a handle on that. I don't feel like we need to read that. And that's, we have 10 and then to 8. Yeah, you're all about here. It's like, why would you accept, if someone said, would you like to have $10 or $10,000? If you could wait for $10,000, would you want $10 now? But the 10,000, you don't know when it's coming. You would wait, wouldn't you? So Spirit is saying wait, because your abundance is coming, but you got to have foresight and careful planning. Let's read this, number 8. This card is a message from the divine to be meticulous with your planning and strategic yet considerate in your action. Know that you already possess the most powerful tool, your mind. Free the mind from the baggage of worries, expectations, self-imposed limitations, and beliefs. Gather your resources and take stock of your strengths, experiences, and lessons learned. How can they contribute to your growth? Take your time. You're on the right track, but you need to get clear with your visions before you make the next move. Pay attention to the small details, but focus on the long-term vision. Keep going at your own pace. There's no need to compete with anyone. Your path belongs to only you. You've been doing the work and building a solid foundation for yourself. Trust in divine timing. You will know when you're ready. Yin metal reflects the truth. Let go of your judgments and assumptions so you can see things as they are. As one of the most resourceful signs, with hidden yin fire and yin wood continually replenishing her yin earth, the sheep reminds us that our best resources are already within us. Utilize your unique talents and skills to carve your own path. Yep, you're carving your own path and you're making it look beautiful and effortless this month. And I'm telling you, there's something, I think you're making great strides in a work situation for yourself despite the competition. They're telling you, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, Pisces. You can do this. All right? I love this. You're standing in the 9 of Pentacles, relying on the universe to support you here, despite the losses or the disappointments. If it's not a loss, definitely some disappointments along the way, but that's life. You got new opportunities and bigger and better things coming in for you, Pisces. So keep your head up. Keep your chin up. All right? I'm sending lots of love. Have a beautiful weekend, you folks. All right. Take care. Namaste.